I have two questions. Did you ever want to play for the Montreal Expos? You did.
The last go around when I was 38, we negotiated, but they were looking for youth. I talked to both ball clubs, Toronto and Montreal, but it didn't happen. So
you
I
want
went
to
back
go
to
to
Chicago. Yeah.
And how does it feel to be the only Canadian inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Well, you work hard to achieve certain things. You know, who knows? Larry Walker in a few years might join me. Ethnic backgrounds were part of what Chatham was all about. From Jewish to Dutch to Japanese to black to Polish. I mean, it was a melting pot. When you think about the melting pot, it helps you culturally. Because when I left at 18, after I signed a professional contract, I had to survive basically in another culture. I went to play ball in the United States. Men of color weren't allowed to eat in the same restaurants. I got a very small bonus to sign, $6,000. I played for $400 a month, which meant I got $161 every 2 weeks, and I was a professional ball player. My first major league contract was $6,500. My second contract after I won 8 games, I made 12. And I was living on top of the world. I mean, the fun part of playing the game is putting that uniform on and seeing how good your ability will be against them that particular day. I probably pitched 14 or plus times against Bob Gibson, a dozen times against Don Drysdale, probably the same thing against Jim Palmer, pitched 11 years against Hank Aaron, 8 years against Willie Mays, 6 years against Clemente, 4 or 5 years against Al Kaline. I was very fortunate enough to play on some good ball clubs. Not great, good ball clubs. We didn't win any championships, no World Series. I played with the Cubs for 10 years. I played for Boston 2 years and the Texas Rangers. Last year, the Rangers got in the World Series for the first time. The teams I played with never got there. I played 18 years in the big leagues and never got a ring. You know, I didn't get everybody out. That's the good thing. You have to learn to pitch under pressure too, and you have to learn to lose. You got to be short-memoried. I lost 226 games in the big leagues. Probably half of them my fault. Made a bad pitch, or many bad pitches. Maybe the shortstop didn't make a play, center field didn't catch a ball, but that's part of the game. We play together. There's just so many things that have happened to me in my life you would have never thought. A kid from Chatham, Ontario, 22,000 people would be able to achieve certain things, but it takes hard work.